And another. Are you fucking man? There's a lot to watch. A quarterly business magazine. Environmental issues can take me all over the show, as you can see. An old photo of the same apartment dated year '01. Uh-oh. Sumerian conical head. +1 logic. And I just can't freely take it. Interesting. Will Kim comment on that? Do you like my new head?
Yes?
He likes it. I don't like items that take away points, so no. Oh, also there's a description. Super logical for a cop to wear this. Insensitive bachelor party vibes. This tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Sumerian wisdom. Its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Are you doing repairs? Dishes soaked up in a pot. Some dirty dishes. Flyers for underground parties. An empty ashtray. So is this guy a city? He like lives in a city but comes here sometimes? I don't know, he was here before too. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Are those tires? The hell is this? This looks like tires. More clothes. Party Dragon's silk robe. Whoa. I mean, it gives drama and electrochemistry. I actually do like those, but really going out like this? Well, I guess I'm doing this. I'm a sucker for those points. Also, it looks like woman's clothes. Well, looks even better like this, but yeah. There's also that variant, because it's drama. Yeah, this is better. So +2 drama, +1 logic, -1 authority. Come on, I look like a naturally born leader in this.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
This also differently drawn. Oh, in the comments on the fact I'm stealing his shit.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot.
So go on, absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk rope from. We'll get to that right after you'll tell me the story behind the black Saruman hat. I was thinking about asking him about his friend visiting. That would be that would maybe stress him out. I don't know. Would be unexpected. Silk robe or the hat? Well, we'll get to that right after you tell me the story behind the black Samarian hat.
I got it from the head of the Samaran delegation on my trip to Lomantang. It's made from a special charcoal-colored bamboo. It's an emblem of the formal normalization of our diplomatic relations.
He's alluding to the decade-long War of Independence, while deftly brushing aside the complex causes behind the conflict.
And it just lies under the bed.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing in here, this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Just by repainting your own room? She's avoided my question. So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur la Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
He glances at his watch.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or not.
What? Is there a question relating to that? What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
Ah, that clears up everything. That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stabilité works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Low, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
It's going to waste my time more. Okay, sure, give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
Raison d'être. The most important thing? Let's check it out. A purpose. It's from French, of course.
But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad.
Oh,
You
fake
can always
choice.
call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
What is the international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
I've heard about this Moreland intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
So when I said I was a lackey of capital, what I should have said is that I'm a moral intern bitch. So we're actually working for the moral intern. So when I said I was a lackey of capital, that I should have said that I was a Morningtown bitch.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
I am a moralist.
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Are you a moralist?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Rivachol? Is it a part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
He gives you an approving nod. I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Rivachol must be governed by Rivacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? Yeah, there was something about that, so... I guess I should choose that, but I also don't really want to be a moralist. Like, I'm not always going for it. Let's see the stats. Moralist 5. Communist 9? What the hell? How did that happen? I don't even remember. I don't even think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want some action.
Do you think peace is boring? What about prosperity?
No, peace sounds pretty good.
Exactly. I don't find it boring. I find it fulfilling. Peace is what allows me to have my morning coffee, my afternoon golf, my sundown friends.
The smile he gives you is straight off a campaign poster. The kind of smile focus group tested to appeal to the most gullible swathe of the electorate.
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
So that's why Kim was chuckling. I didn't realize the sundown friend was a hooker and not just his boyfriend. Tell me about Sur la Cliff.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darling, that can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol Sur la Cliff's the darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Enough business, let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Alright, actually going to do our job. Or not. Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Or in his own butt.
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What was this happy? Just like a group of that controls. Actually, I don't know. So let's ask.
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay, but like, what does it stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
No, what do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
You don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Is it going to be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Is Rivachol going to be part of a peace?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members?
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
So is EPIS supposed to be NATO in this sense? Maybe. How do you even become friends? How did you even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends like this way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony, we were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts?
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Envious? I wasn't envious. What? Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps
All the
graphic
arts.
design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
I listen music, all the music. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The man smiles, nodding to the window. What view? It's dark outside.
Listen,
So it's his apartment? Now I'm confused, like what the fuck? Is he a hooker or not? What? I'm not hearing anything.
the Insulindian Bay.
Am I... What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger than
It's so creepy.
a few walls have been added
If you look at
here and there,
him here,
leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a
just
kitchen.
standing there and looking at the wall with the maniacal pose.
But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass. I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
Is it? I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Wait, what? Really? That's our first witness. This is just a break we've been looking for.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
He eyes the spectacled man. Spectacled. I don't think I ever pronounced this word. Wasn't it speckled before? This sounds weird. Spectacled man near the window who smiles and spreads his hands. Yeah, by judging by how he was talking before, I don't think we'll get much information out of him, really. But who knows? This quest should give us something, at least. I mean, we already have the robe. But anything more? Is it because you did it, Mr. Villadruin? Is it because you did it, Mr. Villadruin?
Because I did it?
Why did I even ask that? I know that who did it already. My apologies, I misspoke. I mean, what did you see?
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
The lieutenant is already scribbling down notes.
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
But you turn off the window to see things better in the dark. It doesn't make sense. Unless you just want not to be seen awake at this time.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanity.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly.
Did you
Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Yeah, it's heads up, and so far fits perfectly to what Hardy Boys told me. What happened next?
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
He was He was alive when they hanged him. Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And I am quite certain that
You
one
saw?
spoke with a Basque accent.
But it was pitch black. And who are our Pashites again? Ugh. I'm supposed to know this, but my memory is so bad. What happened? I think it's Africans. So he saw two Areopagites, and that's also adds up. That's funny. It's pitch black, and he saw two black people. Really? Like, okay, that's a believable story. Yeah, because there were two black people. The young guy with the thing for the guitar, the plastic thing, I don't remember how it's called, and the old bearded man who was silent. So their stories, I think, is true.
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
But you said they were threatening. Like, can you start from the beginning? They were threatening to kill the guy, and that was quiet. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched the guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call RTM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock.
And was in shock for 3 days?
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
You didn't check your watch?
My watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight, give or take.
He looks at his watch as though noticing it for the first time. 0:30. So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
So maybe it didn't actually happen there, and then they I don't know. Then they like got back to the building, and then something happened, and then they hanged the guy. I don't know.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
But I mean, we confirmed that Hardy Boy's story was at least partially true. About dying, about voices dying down. That's that we need to solve.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Really, interrogating on the 10 experience they gave me. Thanks, I've got all I need.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me?
Oh, maybe you can give me
we won't have
money.
the chance to speak again once you leave.
Can I beg for money? Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Thanks for the heads up, but my work is done here. Also, he's like leaving his clothes here. It was his hat under the bed. I don't know how this relationship works really. Thanks for the heads up, but my work is here done.
Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
Yeah. Not the best break. But we got new style. And that's more important. Too bad I can't dress up Kim as well. He doesn't fit. He stands out too much. You gotta blend in like a chameleon.
Give me a moment.
Did you do this? Okay, I have 10 real. I hope there's going to be enough time to collect money for the next night to pay in the hostel. The guy that was sleeping here is gone. Tomorrow new locations should open up. What else I wanted to do? Nothing here.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized.
Probably some kids.
Didn't I already do
A
that?
thick layer that's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffiti, you know this to be the star of Pericanet. The
Yeah.
chest looks old and weather-worn.
Well, it's not grayed out. I didn't talk to the military man. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Yeah, sea monster.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench
So that's
do not
where
look
I
overly comforting.
would sleep if I were homeless, right?
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
The hell is that's supposed to mean? He's never gone. Unless he goes to sleep. I guess that's what they meant. Just say it like it is. This guy is still working.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Really? Sensitivity to light is not acknowledged. All right, sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
That was a strange pause. Wait, can I see something extra in here? No.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
It's cool that you're still open, Big City Vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
It's challenging role. +1 Roy doesn't really sleep, +1 dress code, insane silk dragon. Why does it say it here? Is it like a bonus, like +1 and then +1 up top? Because I have gloves that gives +1 electrochemistry too, but it doesn't say in the description. Well, I think it's as good as it gets for today, so let's try it out.
Feeling warm
Nice.
and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mine continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pure Holidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
What about this warmness? I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. So I guess straight to the point. Yeah, why not? So, where does a man get Pyrrolidon these days?
How would I know?
He takes a step back, studying you.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop who just wants some of what you're having. Wink. Yeah, I mean... Sure, man, a chill out cop who wants just want some of that you're having.
Pyrrolidon is just something since the People's Pile disaster.
People's pile? He coughs as if to mark his words.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
So there was an atomic bomb?
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
I mean, he's probably took it for against radiation and then just got used to it. But I have no idea what the People's Pile is. Oh wait, there we go. The People's Pile, what's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved
Oh wait, is
communities.
it Chernobyl?
It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
Well, kind of. What is a particle decay generator?
A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile.
Why is it called the People's Pile?
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Why did it fail?
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling lights and stops. It might have been tough radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile.
It's funny how the conversation turned into this, like lamenting over the years, instead of, you know, I was just starting like, hey, where can I get high, yo, and winking, and now it's this sadness.
So much disappointment, and early deaths, cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Who fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Care to share your Pyrrolidon? I don't remember how it was spelled.
Have you tried it before?
Pyrrolidon.
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved.
Oh yeah, there's Kim. I forgot about him.
Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
What's the effects of this? I ride up. No, that's not convincing. I think I've tried it once and liked it.
Here you go, man.
He presents a large, so it's free also. Cup-shaped objects on the palm of his hand. Very odd looking. Thanks, man.
Of course.
I've gained experience. -1 health, +1 psyche, +1 psyche. Alright. For how long? Nobody knows. Should I test it out? Take it before sleep and then see if it disappears? Come on, this kind of information should be written. Okay, now for speed to my boy Kuno. I mean, I do have speed already, right? But it's... What is it? I took it. Speed bottle, +1 motorics, +1 psyche, -1 morale. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I thought there would be +1 intelligence, but no. So I could do speed, smokes, and polyhydron, and that's going to give me quite the stats. And then just heal up after this. Now the question is the duration. Must be for the day, right? I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
By kilo you mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Kuno means gram.
How the fuck? How much is a gram in this dust? I can't even imagine. It can be even larger than a teaspoon, right? Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad? Actually, I'm curious now. So, teaspoon of salt is 6 grams. So it's 1/6 of a teaspoon. Aren't you going to ask how I passed your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He nods approvingly to the lieutenant.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
Alright, fair is fair.
Wow, that's heavy.
He waves the minuscule bottle around, then slips it into his coat pocket.
There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that.
Wow. For interrogating the only witness, we got 10 experience points, and for getting drugs, 70.
There is no movement on the lieutenant's face
Oh
as he
yeah.
stares intently at the trash
I
container.
keep forgetting about him.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
Kuno, I met your dad.
Yeah, you do some sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
Sambo is an acronym for Samaran boxing, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know.
Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window.
Whatever scary thing he might have been, now he's nothing. So is he still... Is he going to be upset on this?
Yeah, Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit. Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Kuno's gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
He punches the air. You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, you're friends now? Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
He pants from exhaustion.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The relief is palpable. The little head jumps up and down behind the fence. There are tons of unpaid utility bills there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
You can guess.
Let me guess, Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
There's no place to live in, you have to find somewhere else.
That's right, it's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno!
Little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. I look around in there, it's not the easy life you got going in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans!
Okay, let's just conclude this business.
Yeah, pig, this shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, good old Kuno. How do I get there?
The pile of Eternite looks stranger
What the fuck?
now that Kuno told you about his pad.
He did tell me? I guess, at some point. So is this the secret entrance into the loading area?
Because, unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned. Let's take a look inside there.
I don't remember when he did in what context. Whoa. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy magnesium-rich life. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Cursed pig's head. It looks mummified.
Amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. Maybe this Kuno kid knows where to find more. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally.
We already know that he's just not going to snitch, but he also doesn't like it. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
He points to the ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor. no?
Yeah.
The secret path the local kids use.
Take the drugs. The poster says, "Get out of the way or get fucked up." Oh, level up. Right, so sneaking maybe. I do have high drama already. Yeah, that's not going to really do much, though. Just my maximum is going to be 2. There's also a thought cabinet. There are 3 options. Art degree, Kingdom of Conscience. I think it's related to moralism. Yeah, maybe I should continue that. Because they took time to develop. And it's also a cat in a bag. Did I read this? I don't remember. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are signal blue, and they are not only good, they are also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? Solution is not there. Those crazy pictures. I kind of want to look at them full size after Did you take the drugs? God damn it. Joyce info on the lynching. There's something she wants to tell. Huh? What? You have to be present. You just have to present her with your badge to hear. Oh yeah. I have no idea where to find the badge. Is there one task on the badge? Yeah. It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as it is. Maybe you'll just stumble across it. So... Oh, there we go. There we go. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Another postcard, Grant Cordon 37. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story building line the hillside like sarcophagi, an omniscious fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Oh, money! Can I get on the roof this way? The girl is still there smoking. She's been smoking for this whole day. Nice. Secrets. Now how do you actually get inside? The hell? It is a secret way. Maybe it's from this side. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't get it. There's nothing that's highlighted. You can't click on this, can't click on the door. Is there another door somewhere? No. It doesn't really matter, because I already have a card, but would be nice. Oh well, whatever. So are we going to sleep? Is there anything else I can do? Actually, it's time to go. I mean, it's going to be fine. We're going to talk before going to sleep with Kim and basically refresh ourselves on what happens. So yeah, that was fun. Thanks for watching. Gotta go now. Going to sleep at the morning. Well, it's already noon, but yeah.